right, next is Brody. Started here as a young crazy guy driving many hours from Indiana because he thought this was worth it. And I'll let his colleagues begin the words.
So glad I remember when he first started, and he's a good friend and someone that loves Jiu Jitsu as much as I love it, and he's fun to hang out with, and this is long overdue. He's definitely, I'm proud of him. Good job, buddy.
Brody, when did you start? 8 years ago or 9?
9 years ago.
So 9 years ago, I remember when this weird kid came in, probably about our age too, very quiet. With a mullet? With a mullet. He had a mullet? Yeah, I think he had a mullet. It was pretty weird. So this weird guy from Indiana was coming here, and he was real quiet at first. Didn't really, took him a while to get into the swing of thing, to open up, because we're all weirdos. People in martial arts typically are a little bit different than others. But once he started getting some stripes and started kind of like, basic, go from waddling to crawling, I think me and Kenny, he would ask us questions. He felt a little bit more rapport with us, or a little bit to ask us things like that. And it was one of the first times that I realized, I think Brody bought a few privates with me. And I probably spent maybe an hour or 2 hours with him doing some stuff, showing him some stuff. And we were going to train, and this guy turns around, and like I told the story about my own brother, he starts doing the shit that I just taught him to me. And I was like, this shouldn't be happening. You shouldn't have picked this up this quickly. What the hell is wrong with this guy? It took me like 8 years to be able to shrimp right. And this dude is like escaping and starting to put things together. And that's when I realized, like, okay, Brody is different. He's different than most of the students that we have in here. Not that it's a good thing or a bad thing, he's just different. And what I mean by that is that he picks up on things and learns a different way and is able to, I don't know if you've ever seen any of those things where the people are like literally putting things together in their head right here, just looking at it. And that's how Brody approached Jiu Jitsu. And then I saw him evolve even more, where he would come in and he was always trying to better himself. Not only did he drive over an hour from Indiana.
I live by Belterra whenever I started here, so hour and 15, hour and 20 minutes, no traffic.
He would drive an hour and 15 minutes and he didn't want to take one class, drive an hour and a half, so he would train 3-4 hours a night to make sure he got his money's worth and then drive home for an hour and a half. So once we found that out after a year, we're like, holy man, what are you doing? All right, let's train all the time. But we watched Brody just skyrocket and watch his skill level get awesome. But on top of that, just to add to that, I remember him saying things like, oh, I'm trying to learn Mandarin, or I'm taking this. He was always trying to better himself in every facet of his life. And once he knew better, he did better. And I couldn't speak more about what Jiu Jitsu should be as that as being one of the prime examples. And I think, as Jim said, for him being a white belt at our school going all the way to black, this is the prime example of what a great black belt should be. Someone who never stops trying to get better and never stops trying to learn and is always there to help other people. Raise your hand in here if Brody's ever helped you answer the question. That is the effect that you've had on everyone in this school. We wouldn't be as good as we are if it weren't for you. Me and Kenny now, even when we train with you, we're like, where the hell did he get that? I don't know, what's he doing? I didn't show him that shit, did you? Oh, okay. Oh, whatever, Brody, shut up. Choke him out. But we are, it's an honor to have you not only as a friend that you've grown, but to see you finally attain this level, which to me, it's still astounding that you were able to do it so quickly. But I think it's also a testament to not only you, but also great leadership here and being surrounded by a great team that helped you facilitate along the way. It's been a pleasure, so.
Brody, I teach day classes, and Brody's a nice dude. And at first, everybody kept talking about Brody. So who the hell is Brody? But once I got to know him, here's the biggest thing. Brody is a student of Jiu Jitsu. He became a student of Jiu Jitsu really early, where it took me, I didn't probably become a student until Jim really started hammering me about purple belt. I didn't look at it that way. He looked at it from the beginning. And if you can learn something from Brody, he is that guy, but learn how he learns to be a student of Jiu Jitsu. You can ask him, he's very technical, that's the main thing. And this is well worth it.
Randall wasn't kidding. Brody was really weird when he came. I just can't say how impressive it is, how much and how quickly Brody developed his skill set, and not just as a jiu-jitsu practitioner, but also as an instructor. I have the utmost respect for Brody's knowledge and ability to teach. While his humor game is still developing, his black belt his jiu-jitsu skills are truly at the black belt level. So it's been a pleasure to be both a classmate with you, to be a student in your classes, and to grow at kind of at the same time as we've both moved through our careers. So this is just an incredible honor to be here tonight, and it's well deserved. Thank you.
Brody, you're like the ultimate chameleon. You can roll with anyone and just match them. Match their style, match their strengths. And rolling with you is kind of like rolling with a mirror. It's a lot of fun and really frustrating. Thank you.
Thank you. Roy was the first person I ever trained with here, so.
Yeah, so when I moved here about 4 or 5 years ago, Brody was the first person to come up to me. We immediately started working together. You know, kids in work make it tough sometimes for night classes, but nearly every day, Brody would give me a ring and we'd come up here and we have been rolling and working together ever since. His attention to detail and really his ability to break down and understand stuff has been exceptional and super helpful for me, so I appreciate that a lot. But beyond jiu-jitsu superlatives, I think it's important to know you're just a fantastic person and friend.
Yeah, so I'm going to echo what everyone else said. Brody's like a slash jiu-jitsu encyclopedia, computer. It's awesome. There's no position, submission, anything he doesn't know. But what I love about learning from him and rolling with him is he keeps it fun. He keeps it playful and he never takes it too serious and makes it fun. Thank you, Brody.
Your friend, I love training with you. I love teaching with you. Take this all in. All these people are here because you've made an impact on their lives. I know you don't feel that way, but everyone here loves you back, and it's just awesome to see you achieve this. That's quite the legacy that you're building. That's rare in life. So again, these people all care about you. Randall, I really wanted to do the raise your hand thing, so I've been trying to think of something else to say ever since then. But it's been a joy, it's been a pleasure, and I really look forward to what else we have to do here.
Brody really is one of the most technical minds in jiu-jitsu I've met, and we're all lucky because he also happens to have a love of teaching. So a lot of what I've learned is from Brody. And since day one, pretty much, when he started making fun of me relentlessly, I knew we were going to be good friends. So it's been a pleasure calling you a friend, and thanks for all you've done to make me better and all of us better. And congrats, this is very much deserved.
I look up and admire Brody a lot here. A lot of what I do, it's like, what's the saying? It's imitation's the best form of flattery. Like I do a lot of things I try to match Brody. And I just really appreciate all the time you spend, teaching and all the details that, I've learned from you. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. It's crazy. I don't remember when I first met Brody. He's like, I've been here so long, and I've known him so long that I pretty much have known you since I can remember. In Ohio, and so if there's anybody new, if there's anybody cautious about training, I always recommend they train with Brody. And it's just, his ability to think is awesome, and it's great having you here. It's great training with you. It really is.
Nice. Well, Justin wasn't here. I talked to him, and we talked about Brody. Hey, is he ready? Kind of going back and forth. How's his performance? What's his basic knowledge? Does he understand the fundamentals in the jiu-jitsu that we taught him? We both agreed that it was time to do that, He's being a good student and a great friend. Without further ado, let's tie this thing on.
Pay attention, Kenny.
Learn from the master.
Oh my gosh, this was so hard to make. It was like, I want it this way. I'm like, are you serious? Here are options. He was like, nope.
What's the hardest one?
What's the hardest one? Well, there it is, brother. Well learned, well done, well deserved.